called me over. Anyway, this is Eric Agavino. He only insisted if he was introduced, he would come up. I want everybody to know that Paul was Eric's best man. At Eric and Mariah's wedding. And Paul delivered a toast that was un-effing believable. So now Eric wants to just say a few words.
No pressure, no pressure.
I'll be very brief so you can get back to your delicious meals. But I should probably first start and say thank you, Don and Terry. This is a lovely evening.
Mr. G.
Mr. G. Lorenzo. Mrs. G. Lorenzo. Sorry. Mr. G. Lorenzo was my first baseball coach, and I did disobey many of his signs at third base. As Don mentioned, my name is Eric Agavino. I've known Paul since the 6th grade, since Mr. Milliken's science class, where we instantly became friends through a lot of mutual interests, sports, music, looking at the girls in the 6th grade class. When I thought about what I would say tonight, I first thought about all the obvious things we could talk about Paul. He's very intelligent, talented, interesting, thoughtful, and of course, just a little mischievous. But instead of talking about that, I thought I would make sure that Isa knows one of his lesser-known traits. He doesn't really make decisions very easily. In fact, he agonizes over the most basic decisions. We'll get there. While most people may spend 30 seconds in front of the ice cream freezer, for Paul, selecting the right flavor requires deep thought and reflection. There is a right answer, and it's in there somewhere. He just has to find it. And it may take him 15 minutes, 20 minutes, but he'll get there. The other example, which instantly came out of my mind, was the time in middle school when we went away to summer camp, and our moms took us to the drugstore to get supplies. Toothpaste, shampoo, deodorant. It took Paul almost 45 minutes to pick out deodorant. Old Spice versus Speed Stick. I don't remember what he picked, but it was probably right because all the girls couldn't keep their hands off him that week. I know it's hard to believe that the guy in college who had pretty lax hygiene habits, but yeah, it's college. His indecisiveness may be also the reason he stays out very late. He doesn't want to leave before it's the right time to leave. Something could happen. I don't want to miss what's going to happen, but you know, when he's thinking about going home, it usually means another 3 hours in some Chicago loft, listening to some honking horns and computer blips somewhere. But thankfully, he was particular about his spouse. Maybe a little bit too particular. He could have asked her to marry him before she moved back to Brazil. But that's neither here nor there. What matters now is that you're happy and you're together. So my advice to you, Isa, is very simple. Let Paul take his time when he's making a decision. But it doesn't mean you can't give him a kick in the ass once in a while. Make sure he makes up his mind. So with that, I'd like everyone to raise a glass for a toast. May you live long and have a happy life, married life, with lots of love. Cheers.
Cheers.